Hi, welcome back to another video of the Target Individual Program, Target Experience. So as I'm walking out of the apartment building, my eyes went towards this license plate number here, this Vermont license plate. What is it? 3948248. And then immediately as my eyes looked at the license plate, I hear police officers sitting in their vehicles monitoring my mind, using silent sound, using BCI to direct my eyes to look in a certain direction at a certain object. Right? Why? Because I am leaving. It is after 9 and on a Tuesday, okay? And many times I've told Pam about going out during the week when the kids have school. And so I don't know what time she'll be home, but I am leaving. I told her I was going to leave at 8. I gave her an hour extra. See, I keep doing these things. You know, I keep, like I said. So we'll see what time she gets home and what time the kids get to school tomorrow. If they get to school. Okay? And, you know, we shall see. But anyhow, so again, they were trying to send me subliminal message that if I leave, you know, that sort of stuff. Again, in the cursive persuasion program, one of the things that they try to do is try to make you subservient to someone, right? It is all orchestrated, it is planned, right? And the criminals on the police force within the security agencies, Department of Defense, CIA, right, the FBI, they have engaged in the program to which they have been entrapping black men, right? We know this, right? But I'm bringing you guys a new aspect of what it is that they've been doing. They're using coercive persuasion programming after they've microchipped you and after they have brainwashed you, right? So you gotta understand what's going on. And also the use of silent sound. Okay? Again, ultra top secret technology based on the radio wave microwave frequency spectrum to manipulate the human mind, manipulate and control the human mind. Right? And of course the religious fanatics are the sheeps that they can manipulate into engaging a good versus evil battle, again, which is ridiculous because these, you know, it's funny how they can poison you and don't think that they're doing evil. It's funny how they can steal your things, right, and don't think they're doing evil. It's funny how they can lie on you and don't think they're not doing evil. Why? Because they think that they're doing God's work. Okay? Understand how religion works and what it does to the mind. And the excuses, and particularly when you have those in position of power, right, who understand the truth, but don't tell them the truth. You know, they keep believing in the lies that they've been told, and you get them to act and commit crimes against human beings, against humanity. Because again, they can almost get on their knees and pray for forgiveness, and then, you know, believe that they're forgiven. They believe that they're forgiven, right? So understand the madness. So any sort of accountability, any sort of what's the word I'm looking for here? Any sort of accountability and any sort of anyway, I can't remember the other words. Okay, but again, they've been attacking me so heavily today that, like I said, when they attack me like this, my short-term memory and my memory in itself, you know, like I said, I'll forget like 100 things, and I'll remember 10, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, he's not affected. It's like, you know, we haven't messed up his brain. Yeah, okay. And the thing is that they keep testing you because, again, though they know that they know the results, right? But they have to fool themselves and to fool others so that they can escape accountability, right? So understand what it is that they're doing. So I was upstairs helping my daughter with her homework. Of course, she didn't want to do any homework today because she was home today, so it became very difficult. So I just had her do 2 pages of math, and I told her we'll finish the rest tomorrow. But I had to go, and it's funny, like whenever Pam leaves, it's like, tell you, it's like she does the hand signal, right? And the hand signal is the palm fixation drill with her, sometimes she'll do it with her pinky finger, her pointing finger spread apart and her thumb sticking out, right? Sometimes you can sniff. You got a cold, you want some tissue? Welcome by sniffling. You want some tissue? All right. So like I said, we will see. Anyway, let's go to something else. But yeah, she does that palm fixation drill whenever she goes out on a date. And just like whatever. Listen, I don't have to worry about catching any STDs, right? Because I have not been sexually active in years, so I'm not worried about that. She has to worry about that. Because these people, they'll lie, right? These people let me tell you something. As a Christian, right, because of the shame that's put onto you when it comes to certain things, it's some things are so stigmatized that most Christians don't want to tell the truth about certain things. Okay? You know what I'm saying? It isn't until I got rid of Christianity that, I really start understanding why. I really start understanding not only why sometimes you don't tell the truth, but why our mindset is the way it is, why we have such narcissistic, egotistical mindset. And it is directly attributed to religion, right? So when you are doing well, you have this confidence about you, right? And it's not really confidence in the sense of confident within you, but confident in the material things that you acquire, okay? Because that's what other Christians look for in terms of, trying to date you and marry you and stuff like that, right? So you don't really look at people for who they are, but you look at them for what's on the outside, the exterior. Okay? And it wasn't until I got rid of Christianity and started reading about Kemetic spirituality that I began to look inwards. Not just within me, but within people also. Right? I began to understand that within me, I have the ability to change me. Right? Not some God up in the sky, not some book, because that book don't really change you. Right? That book don't, because you have to understand how they manipulate you. They have to bring you down in order to bring you back to Christ. So they will manipulate, they will deceive, they will do stuff behind your back. They'll operate in the shadows. Right? They try to convince you. Right? So, you gotta understand what it is that they do. That their entire doctrine is about, breaking you down and building you back up for Christ. Right? But, it doesn't work because, again, Christ is a fictional character. It doesn't exist. And as you see, most people who are born again Christian, they go back to doing the same shit. Why? Because when you're born again, you can always ask Christ for forgiveness. You can always ask God for forgiveness. And you're forgiven. So, why stop doing what you're doing? If you can always get on your knees at night and ask for forgiveness, right? And in your mind, believe that you're forgiven. So you go back and do the same thing the next day. So I understand that. But when you start to hold yourself accountable and have self-accountability, that's a big change. You know what I'm saying? And I've always held myself accountable, even when I was a Christian. The one thing I wasn't able to do though is understand the mindset. Not only my mindset, but the mindset of the people around me. All right. So one of the books that I've read, which is a very good book, is called Wolf in Sheep Clothing. Right? It talks about how to deal with the different personalities of people around you. The narcissistic personality, the you know, the dependent personality, the victim personality. And again, when I say victim personality, if you're victimized, you're a victim, right? And if you have nobody to help you to help you through your victimization, you know, then you're going to be a victim. I'm a victim of non-consensual human experimentation. I'm a victim of psychological operation. I'm a victim of covert drugging. I'm a victim of weaponized human beings who have been weaponized against me. All right? So, you know, like I said, I read a lot of, not just books on the spiritual system of Kemetic spirituality, the New York Predator Department, we're driving down there, but also psychology and also technology. I understand how technology is being used not just against me, but the masses, which again most people do not understand, right? Which most people do not want to understand. Okay, so. Yeah, so the New York Predator Department down there, they've been scheming all day, trying to get me to stay. While Pam goes on her Valentine's date or what have you, whatever. Who knows what time she's gonna come back? She's gonna leave these kids by themselves, and look, they're down there. Because I texted them when I was leaving. I texted before I left. All right, so she hasn't replied yet. You know. So yeah. She probably wouldn't even call to check on the kids because she never do. She leave these kids at home all night and not call and check on them. So I'll be calling them like, did you hear from your mom? No. Call back 2 hours later, did you hear from your mom? No. You know, it's 12 o'clock. It's on the weekend, right? 12 o'clock. Kids, the bedtime is 12. I'll call them, make sure that they're sleeping. Hear from your mom yet? No. And I'm like, Ethan, call your mother. You know, call your mother. Find out what time. And I should have told him that to call his mother to see what time she's coming home. Because again, I keep telling her, at least keep in contact with your kids so that way they know what time you should be home. You can give them a little bit more comfort because they'll be up all night. Okay? So yeah. Anyhow. Yeah, pay all this money, hotels, this and that. Why they say that now? Because Valentine's Day tomorrow. And the fact that I know she used to go to hotels with dudes, with men. They're funny. They are funny. They're hilarious. But that's what they'll do, right? They'll spend money on hotels and won't buy their kids decent clothing, right? They'll spend money on the men that they're dating, right? But won't even spend that money on their kids. You know what I'm saying? That's like the saddest thing I ever seen, man. She's telling me, I don't have any money, I'm broke, what have you, right? Then she drops a piece of paper on the floor for, it was a receipt for a Broadway play ticket. It's like over $500. I'm like, but you don't have no money. Okay, I see. And then I got to take my disability money to buy groceries, right? And I don't even ask her back for all of it. I just say, just give me half of it. Or sometimes I say to her, just give me like, I'll pay. I'll accept the bulk, and you just give me just a little bit. Anyway, talk to you guys later.